guys, welcome back to our channel. I hope you've been enjoying the content that we've had for you so far, and we have many more good stuff to go. So guys, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, like, comment, and share with your friends, right? So I'm just gonna go straight into the video. Last week I did Jamaican taxation and budgeting. This week I'm going to do how to purchase your first vehicle in Jamaica. I have my notes ready for you guys to give you the processes that I went through purchasing my first vehicle. For me, it wasn't really that hard because I had a lot of help. But I don't know for a person doing it on their own, I don't know how hard it would be. But I hope these steps will help you to make it easier. So the first step to buying your car, you need to have a license. Duh. I mean, like, seriously, Ali? But yeah, you need to have a license. I'm stating the obvious, but putting it out there. And for kids, children who have not reached the age of 17 as yet and are watching this video, I would advise you to go and get your learner's permit. As soon as you touch 17, go and get your learner's permit. It will help you in the long run with insurance, because one of the criteria for insurance, which I'll discuss later, is the age of your license. That's what they will use to help calculate how much you would pay for insurance for the year, right? So go and get your learner's permit, guys. So the second step is finding out what kind of car do you want to drive, right? Like, what kind of license you want. You want a private or do you want a general? Private, I think, is for smaller motor vehicles, while general, you can drive vehicles over 4,000 kgs. Yeah. So a general license is for $6,000 and a private license is for $4,500. I have a general license. You need to find a suitable driving instructor. I would suggest not allowing your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, your family members, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband to teach you how to drive. They are not trained to teach you to drive. I'm saying this from personal experience. Get a driving instructor. I'm an accountant. I'm trained to do accounting procedures. I cannot teach anyone how to drive, even though I am a good driver. I'm not trained to teach you how to drive. So get a trained professional to teach you how to drive. I first started out at Keys. I didn't really like it there. So I told my mother that I wasn't going back, and she found me a new driving instructor. His name is Mr. Frank. Mr. Frank was so amazing. I wish I had his contact. I'm going to get it though, so I can put it in the video. He was really amazing, and he was so cool. Like, he'd just be in the car. He'd be like, yeah man, Alyssa, go around this. So, you know, like, he was so calm, and he wasn't shouty or like, yo, brakes, anything like that. He was really calm. So the third step, after you get your license and everything, we're going to go look for the car loan now. So this, I think, is the hardest part of buying a car. So first, you need to budget, right? You need to say, how much money is it how much money can I afford to take out of my salary to pay for a car loan and not be broke, right? Because it don't make no sense to have a car and you can't go beach with your friends, you can't go party, you're only driving home to work, home to work, home to work. At the end of the day, you want to be able to live life. So how much is it that I can afford for car loan, gas, and all my other expenses, and still have money where I can live life comfortably? Then, when you find out how much money that is, so I'm giving you an example, say $20,000. You say, okay, I can afford maximum $20,000, but the minimum I would want to look at is $15,000, because $15,000 would have made me really, really comfortable. But $20,000 is where it's like, that's your cap. You can't go no more than $20,000, right? So after you find your budget and you find out, say, yeah, $20,000 is my cap, here's where you do your research. Research. I cannot stress this enough. Ask all your friends, ask everybody who did a car loan before. Where did you do your car loan? Who did your car loan? Which company did you use? Ask everybody. You can never have too much information. How was it for you? How was the process? Was it long? Was it hard? Did they ask a lot of questions? Did they need a lot of information? Just ask everybody. Ask every question that you can think of. Research. My car loan, I was working at a financial institution at the time, and I did my car loan through them because I got a reduced rate because I was staff. So like the market rate at the time was 8% and my rate would have been 4%. So there was nothing like that in the market. So it was like a no-brainer. Like, of course I'm going to go with you guys. 4%. I don't even need to hear anything else. But for you guys, you need to go out there and you need to go to banks, building societies, credit unions. For some of these companies, they have conditions such as a savings portion. So if your car loan is $20,000, you need to put $2,000 to savings, and you need to budget that in as well. Can I afford the $2,000 for savings? Right. Also, you need to find out where is it that you're going to get your deposit from. Not all companies do 100% financing. 100% financing is normally done on 2020 vehicles. So if you're buying, say, a 2015 vehicle, you probably would get 85% financing for 5 years. And you need to find out where am I going to get that 15% from to pay down, to deposit on the vehicle. And I would suggest also you don't buy a vehicle we're in 2020 now, so don't buy a vehicle that's older than 2015 if you can afford not to. If you can't afford not to, then that's that. So you need to look at all of that. Financing, 100% financing, 95% financing, how much you're going to need to pay down on your vehicle, all of that before you even begin to look for the vehicle. So you're looking for the vehicle now, and you say, okay, this is the step that we're at where we're going to find the vehicle, right? What car do you want? What do I see Ali in? I see myself in a Honda Civic 2019, but dreams are not always reality. You have to understand that your first vehicle might not be a dream car, but it's just somewhere to carry you from point A to point B. And don't make anybody influence you and say, oh, I really want Swift drive. Lord, I don't want to drive no Swift. At least you know take the bus. So this was the part that I was not involved in at all in buying my vehicle. I just wanted a car. At the time I was like, yo, I just need a car. I just want to stop take the bus. I'm tired to take the bus now. And my mother and my friends, they were like sending me pictures and they were like, Alyssa, this vehicle is nice. You know, I did not see my vehicle until the day I went to the car lot to pick up my vehicle. I never saw my vehicle. I just saw like pictures, but this is the first time. The first time I saw it physically was when I went to the car lot, right? So I went on jacars.net, JetCon, and the newspaper. I suggest buying a newly imported vehicle because you don't really want a vehicle that has been driven in Jamaica before for your first car, right? You want a vehicle kind of new. Go on. Yeah. So I must big up the person that I got my vehicle from, Toby Auto Sale. They are Honda dealers and it was so amazing. Like, they were so nice. He was so nice to me, and he even went to the tax office to help me register my vehicle. Toby Auto Sales, big up yourself. Best experience ever. After you buy a vehicle and you say, okay, I see the vehicle that I want now. You say, alright, this is the vehicle that I want, a Suzuki Swift 2015. I want this car. You're going to go for your insurance now. So even before you do the insurance, you need to take somebody to look at the vehicle for you. Carry a mechanic, a person who knows about cars. So some mechanics, they will ask you to pay, some won't. I think I paid $1,000 for the mechanic to go with my mother to look at my vehicle and to say, okay, it's good for the road, right? So now we reach the insurance portion of buying a vehicle. So I would suggest again to go to an insurance broker. They give you the best prices, the cheapest prices. I went with JCIA because they were an arm for the company that I was working with. So I got a discount there as well for working with the company that I was working with. So JCIA is a really good insurance broker. I'm insured with Keys, but I go through JCIA. If I insured with Keys on my own, my insurance would have been like $120,000. But insuring with JCIA, my first insurance was, I think, $70,000, and the second one was about $60,000, right? I know I have some friends paying $200,000, $150,000, and they're like, Ali, oh, your insurance so cheap. So I'm going to tell you the criteria that they use to calculate the insurance. They use the value of your vehicle, the age of your license, which is why going back, I told you guys, get your license as early as possible. Have you ever been insured before? And your age. So 21, 22. So at the time, I was 21. I think my license was about 3 or 4 years old. And I was insured before with my mother. So that had a lot to do with why my insurance was so low for my first insurance. Guys, some of my friends do this, and I would not suggest it. Putting the insurance in your parents' name, because at the end of the day, you're building up your parents' no claim and not your no claim. A no claim is how you haven't been in any accident, so your insurance keeps going down and going down and going down. But you using your mother name because, oh, I don't want to pay this big insurance, you're not doing yourself any good. So guys, put the insurance in your name. It's better for you in the future. So the next step is to license and register your vehicle, plates and everything, so you're ready for road now when you reach here. So when you get your plates, all you have to do is collect your car when you're done. Right? The process for me wasn't hard. As I said, Toby Auto Sales, he was the one who even helped me fill out the form. He was very helpful with everything through this whole process. So to license a car for a year is $12,600. I'm not sure how much to do it for 6 months because I don't like going to the tax office, so I just do it for the year. I really hate going to the tax office. So every time when I do things at the tax office, I say, okay, 1 year, because I don't want to go back again. So we have reached the part now where you have your vehicle, you have your license, you see the vehicle that you want to do, you get your car loan, you do your insurance, so now you can go pick up your nice ride, right? You put on your plate, you put on your sticker, you put on your fancy, if you're that type of person, I'm not, and you're ready for the road now. But guys, before you're ready for the road, get your vehicle serviced. Check if you have a spare tire. Don't be like me. I drive 1 year without a spare tire. I never know. I never know so the vehicle never have no spare tire. It's when I go there telling me now that vehicles nowadays, they don't come with spare tire. You have to buy a spare tire for yourself. So I was even driving on tires that weren't even good. They were shredded. So I had to change all 4 of my tires, take one of the best tires and use it as a spare tire, get a rim. So I would then have a spare tire like 1 year later. So, service your vehicles. Remember, carry somebody with you to check the vehicle for you, especially if you don't know anything about cars. Make sure you have somebody there that knows about cars. Young people, get your license early. Get your learner's permit at 17. Get your license latest 18. Even if you're not going to drive no car, just make sure say you have your license. And don't buy your license. You won't feel good. Go drive for it all for 3 times, drive for it 3 times. I drove twice for my license and nobody can give me no talk. Cause what? I drove for my license. Who are you? So I hope this helps some people in purchasing the vehicle. And if you have any more questions and comments, you can leave it down in the comment section below. I'll be reading all and I'll be replying to every single one of them. And if you have any more inquiries, anything, because this was a requested video. So I hope it helps people out there with the process to make it not that hard. So bye guys. See you next week.